Good morning and welcome. It is Tuesday, the 27th of December. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. All right, today, what is the battle plan? The battle plan is £25. So it's a steak and a quarter is all I'm doing. I was umming and ahhing about steak and a half. I've gone steak and a quarter. It's 5 bets, first race, and we're a little bit snacked on it, is the 11.50 Weatherby. It's an early one. It's a bit annoying that they've put a decent race on that early. First race, 11.50 Weatherby. So you haven't got a lot of time if you're watching this in the morning. If you're already watching it after midday, you've missed the first race. But I'm sure you're smart enough to figure out how to reconfigure things. So, 11.50 Weatherby, 5 bets. So I'm going to try and keep the waffle to a minimum. So we'll go through those, and then we'll go through. So I'll go through those in a minute, and then I'll go through yesterday's before. So how did we get on yesterday on Boxing Day? I think metaphorically speaking, or a boxing analogy might say, I think the bookies gave us a bit of a slap round the face. It's how I would describe it. We're winning the match. We're definitely ahead on points, and we've already this month we've had the bookies down on the mat a couple of times, but firmly they gave us a slap yesterday. So it wasn't the best. It wasn't terrible. It's always tricky on Boxing Day because you've got so much. So even if you've got enough of the right sort, trying to get them in the right places. So in the end, we had 24 horses run for the channel because there was one non-runner. 7 of those placed made the frame. Statistically on the channel, average is 8. So 8 of those made the frame. So we were only one off average. So not too bad, but what we didn't have is any winners amongst them. So that therefore is below. So on a day like that, 24 horses, average would be 2 win and 6 others make the frame. That would be kind of average. And then if you've got a bit of luck on your side and you put them together, we'd have done all right. We didn't. Mostly they were in individual bets. There was one bet where we got 3 together, which helped. 40 on, 11... What did I have it as? 11.92 back. So £28 and 8 pence return. £28 and 8 pence loss is what it was. So spin through them quickly. We started off with this. Visit Official ran a nice race and was placed, but nothing with it, so it was a dud. We then had this bet, only Foster's Island. That ran a great race, but couldn't quite get to the winner. So that was placed, but that was all we had in bet 2. We then had bet 3, which was the one that got us a little bit back in the coffers. The first 2 went down, but then the next 3 did all place. So it was a place treble on the Super Yankee Canadian. So that just was a tiny, tiny profit on the individual bet. Bet 4, the 100 to 1 shot ran like a 100 to 1 shot. Windsor Avenue had a bad day, and then we were right down. It was only Finian's Row ran a nice race and was placed, but it was all dead and buried by that on that bet. So that was another one. The combination bet, that was pants. We had one non-runner, but that was the most exciting it got on that one. Bet 6, we started off all right if you were Sky Bet because that paid out on 4th place in the King George, but then no, we weren't there for the rest of it, and then we finished off bet 7 non-runner and then 3 duds. So yeah, all in all, not my finest day at all. The important thing is to get the perspective. We are still £350 up for the month. We could lose every single day this week and we would still come out of December ahead. We will win in December. And that's why it's so important to keep the discipline. I say this stuff all the time. It's not the most exciting, but you've got to keep your discipline in what you're doing. And we will get there over the line. Clearly, we want to have some fun this week because it's a nice week to have a go at things. But we're not owed, so we will see. So, what are we going into battle with? This is my mixed Lucky 15. So we've got 3 versions of a Lucky 15, 1 combination bet, and I've got a Win Trixie today as well. Which, to be fair, yeah, should have done that yesterday. Anyway, bet 1. We've got 11.50 Weatherby. We're starting Lockermore 25. Really like that price, 25 to 1. 2.45 Weatherby Melastic 8 to 1. and then we've got a big old gap, and I put 2 Wolverhamptons in that one. And yeah, it might seem a bit strange. I've literally got the first race, the last race, but the others sort of had a nice synergy of how they got put together. So we're finishing off 7:30 Wolverhampton, Harbour Vision 18s, 8 o'clock Wolverhampton, Autumn Flight 20s. It's a 20p each way lucky 15, and we've got an additional 25p each way double. So if the day's gone terribly, that's our saver bet basically. Half of this lucky 15 is our saver bet, which we might get there and find it wasn't worth waiting for, like Wolverhampton yesterday. Okay, bet 2, 11.50 Weatherby, Lockermore and Let Me Entertain You. So that one's only in that bet. I should have said that one before. Bet 1, Sky Best 365, Coral second best. This one's a bit more specific. 11.50 Weatherby, Lockermore, Let Me Entertain You. And then going on the Welsh National, I thought I'd go bigger, and I haven't. And if on that Welsh National, if you've got Sky Bet, hammer the Sky Bet for 7 places. That is an amazing deal. There are other bookies that are paying 6. Most are 5 on the Welsh National, but Sky paying 7. That is worth having a right kind of spread across your horses and have a few in there. So we've got 250, Fortescue at 12s, the 2 Amigos at 18s, and Cyclop is the one that I think is the best value in the race, 33s. 6 times 25p each way doubles. Sky are best, so Sky going 5 there, 7 there. Next best is Paddy, because they are going 6 there, 5 there, and you'll get Bog. And then it's William Hill or Betfair, because you won't get Bog on the combination bet, but you will get 6 there and 5 there. I think I've said that right. So that is bet 2. Sky best, Paddy second best, Hills, Betfair, joint third best. To be clear, I would put this on with other bookies like 365, but I'm flagging to you in order of which I think is the best bookie for those of you who've got multiple accounts. So that is bet 2. Okay, hang on a sec. The papers aren't attaching. Right, bet 3, Win Trixie. Some decent prices in this for a Win Trixie. We've got 12.25 Weatherby, Gazette Bourgeois 8-1. I think. Do you know what? I think. Have I written those prices the wrong way around? I might have written those prices the wrong way around. 120 Kempton, Glory and Fortune 5-2. Yeah, I think Gazette Bourgeois is the 5-2 and Glory and Fortune is the 8-1. I think I've written them the wrong way around. 7 o'clock Wolverhampton, Intuitive 15-2. 50p Win Trixie. Any bookie paying Bog. That includes Sky if you've not got restrictions on it, but 365. Paddy, you wouldn't get it on Wolverhampton, I don't think. So yeah, Bog bookie is what you want on that one, but there's some nice prices. I'm happy with those. So that's bet 3. So that is just win doubles and a win treble. That is what a Win Trixie is. Then bet 4 is, these are all on ITV Racing. So we've got 140 Chepstow. I don't normally like a juvenile race, but I like the price. So the Churchill Lad 66ers, I think, is worth chancing. It's you never quite know the juvenile races. You can have sudden spurts of improvement, and it shouldn't be priced that far away from some of the others. So the Churchill Lad 66ers. Then we've got 250 Chepstow. We're going splitting it on the Welsh National. Cyclop on one leg and the 2 Amigos on the other. 309 Kempton Smarty Wild 11-1, which was taken before, and 340 Kempton Favois 14s. So it's 2 times 10p each way lucky 15s. So that's Churchill Lad, Smarty Wild, Favois with Cyclop in one bet and 2 Amigos in the other. And I've just had a little 25p each way single on Cyclop. I haven't put a single on the juvenile race. I've done it on Cyclop on the Welsh National because it's the main race of the day. And I haven't put loads of stake on it, to be fair. Sky best, 365 Coral next best. And then saving the most complicated till last. The most complicated bet is the Irish bet today. These are all in Ireland. 2 Leopardstown, 2 Limerick. And the key thing with this one is Coral, same place terms as Sky, but you'll get Bog. So Coral, if you've got a Coral account, use it for this bet. Same place terms as Sky, but you get Bog on all 4 races. 145 Leopardstown, starting there, Astro Diamond. There's a few of these smaller fields with a real odds-on favourite and then a few other bits and bobs. That's the race I like the best, and that's the horse I like the best for those. There's a few others I could have put in and I've left them out, but Astro Diamond at 10s is worth it. 239 Limerick, T's component, yes, 20-1. I like that price. I would have that chase it down to tens. I think it's a really overpriced 239 Limerick. Then I'm splitting it in this big race at Leopardstown, and it's one of them ones you've got to watch out for that race because there's so many runners. You're offering 6 places on most bookies, but there's like nearly 30 horses running in the race. So statistically, it's not as advantageous as it might look. It's a good race to have a bet on, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going mad on it, and I haven't put it in any other kind of combination bets. So we've got 3 o'clock at Leopardstown, Real Steel 40s, Deaf Duty 16s. It's just on the border, that one. I'm going to stick with that horse because I think it's going to run another decent race this year. Just don't know if it's this race. And then we're going 3:15 Limerick Galactic Grey 33s. So stay with me on the stake on here because this is a bit of a complicated one to put on. It's 2 times 10p each way lucky 15s, right? So one lucky 15 has got Astro T's Galactic with Real Steel, and one's got Astro T's Galactic with Deaf Duty. So that's 2 different 10p each way lucky 15s. And then I've got 2 additional doubles. One double is T's Component Yes and Deaf Duty. That's a 25p each way double. And one double is Real Steel going on to Galactic Grey. That's the other double. So that makes it total £7 your stake for bet 5. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Any questions, shove it in the comments, please. I will do my best to answer them. Just quick mention on the darts. Nathan Aspinall's back in action tonight. He's got a tough match. So this is the one for him. If he can get through this match, we'll be very happy because, he's playing like the new wonder kid, if you like, Josh Rock, who's kind of burst on the scene this year. So we will see how Nathan gets on tonight. And I'm going to leave it there. So, yeah, as I said, any questions, shove it in the comments. And I hope you continue to eat your leftover Christmas dinners if that's what you've got. I'm 27th. I'm on to a gammon today. I got different family coming round. Got a gammon, potato dauphinoise. It's gonna be nice. Maybe a little apple crumble. That's my afternoon, as well as possibly sneaking off to watch some races. So that is what I'm going to be doing. All right, I will be back in the morning. Tomorrow looks like another decent day, particularly the Irish racing. I think there's 4, maybe 5 handicaps tomorrow that we might look at some combinations. We'll see. Just depends on what I find in the races. But on paper, they look quite good at Limerick and Leopardstown. It's annoying when you have to say that together quite quickly. All right. See you in the morning. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.